Welcome to Unplugged Live with Dr. Diane Smith-Clark, PhD. Get ready to get inspired by the stories of overcoming life's challenges to bring change and transformation. Here's Dr. Diane.
Hello, and how is everyone this fine Thursday? I hope that your day was blessed. Thank you for tuning in to Unplugged Live. You can view us on Facebook, YouTube, and all of the other social media platforms. We love having a conversation with you about relevant things that are going on in our community. This month, I'm going to be dealing with financial planning, ways that you can develop your financial strategies for this year. And I believe it's going to be a great time of conversation and investment in your life. Today, I have with me a very intriguing and just outstanding personality. Her name is Denise Armstrong, and the name of her business is First Approved Financial. And I want you to meet the same energy that I met when I met Denise. Welcome, Denise.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Wealthy family. How's everybody doing? Hi.
Well, Denise,
It's so
let's
awesome.
tell the audience about yourself, where you came from and what you're doing, and then we'll talk about some of the programs that you're offering.
Of course. Like she said, everybody, my name is Denise Armstrong. I am the CEO of First Approved Financial. And I actually started my company in 2016, right after I decided to leave the bank, working with the bank and actually being a market manager for Home Depot. So I have been in the finance industry for, over 10 years. My parents, my father has a finance background. My mom has a finance background and an engineering background. And so I was destined to some type of way of being in finance. But one of the main reasons why I actually started my company is because I had a heart to see my people win. I had a heart to see families stay together. And one of the number one things that I see as the problem, and even growing up saw the problem in the home, is always finances. It's always finances. It's always the thoughts of trying to go and scale and go to the next level. And a lot of times finances, they draw marriages apart. They draw wedges apart between families, sisters, brothers, co-workers, business relationships. And I wanted to be someone to kind of head way and figuring out how to be able to provide financial freedom for people to be able to understand a financial plan, be able to understand investments, also be able to even understand how to set their family up to build generational wealth. And so I started First Approved Financial in 2016, and we first started off actually helping people get into homes. We have a home buying program called Make Home Buying Simple. And one of the special things that we do here is we actually walk you through the whole program. We make sure your credit is in tip-top shape. We help you understand your finances. We help you budget. We help you get pre-qualified. And we actually help you in finding your dream home. And so that's just a little bit about one of the programs. I have many different programs. I mean, we love helping people invest. And just all around, my heart is to see our families and our people to become financially free. And that's just a little bit about me. I have some amazing parents. I'm actually from Little Rock, Arkansas. I went to college in Little Rock, Arkansas. I went to school and I actually studied criminology minor in psychology. Like I say, because even at a young age, I knew that I wanted to help people in some way. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you. From Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes.
Are there Black people in Little Rock?
There are. I get that question.
A lot of times when you live in a city and you're acclimated to it, you think this is the only city or this is the place until you start traveling. So I'm grateful. I've had the privilege to travel and to discover diverse nationalities and relational communities. So thank you for sharing that information about you. And what's going on in the world of finance right now? I know there's been a difficult period of time with people who are trying to rent properties and finding that
Yeah.
the amount of the rent is a house note, but they're not in a position
Yeah.
to buy it. Looking at the stock market and investments, or as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
things that you can get involved in to get money for your
Mhm.
business. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the world is in a little bit of a crazy uproar, but it is still opportunities for investments, and it's still opportunity for advancements. What's happening is that they have a big shift when it comes to your credit profile because there's been so many shifts going on in the economy. The banks are having a problem when it comes to finances, and right now they're not being as lenient as they were before. They're being very stricter. Unfortunately, since the world shifted, a lot of people lost jobs, a lot of people having to pick up things here and there, a lot of people having to pay extra care for daycare, they're having to take out loans, they've had to take out loans, or they've had to max out their credit cards. The only thing about that is that when you max out your credit cards on your personal credit side, your utilization goes high. And when your utilization goes high, 9 times out of 10, your credit score drops tremendously. So of course, when you're trying to get qualified for something, or you're trying to get approved for a home, and now, yes, to get approved for just to rent, they do a background check on you. They take a look at your credit profile. They see, late payments. They take a look at a whole lot of things, because what they're doing now is they're trying to minimize their risk. And unfortunately, because they're minimizing their risk, they're not looking out for the people. You know what I mean? They're really looking out for themselves and their business at this time. So the best thing to do is really figure out how to be able to bring in some extra income and be able to cut costs wherever you can at this time, just for a moment, so you can be able to make sure that credit utilization is right. You can make sure that you do your best not to get any late payments, because once you get at least one late payment within a year's time, really 3 months time, a lot of times at this point in time where the financial industry is going, that puts you out of the running. So right now, yeah, it's a very strict time, it's a lot going on, but that's why I'm definitely encouraging finding a new stream, like getting out your comfort zone and be able to find another stream of income, and really honing down and understanding what you have financially. One thing I realize is that a lot of people, like, we don't have we know what we want, overall goals, but it's the planning, it's the sacrifice that we have to put in place just before then to get that ultimate goal that you're looking to get right now.
Absolutely. I encourage people all of the time to
Mhm.
create streams of revenue coming in to their lives, because when God created Eden, he put four rivers there. There were four resources for
Mm.
them to draw
Yeah.
from, not to mention the gold, the silver, and the other resources that were there.
Right.
And I believe that as a family, especially, we need more than just one income. And you say, well, where do I
Mm.
start? What do I do? I think the first place to start is with your hobby. Start with something
Mhm.
you love to do,
Love.
and that you're going to be consistent with, and you're not going to
Yeah.
give it away, but you're going to price it and convince people that they need to buy it. It's worth buying it from
Right.
you. And it may not
Exactly.
become a business, but it can become a stream of income. I know back in
Right.
the day, people who like to cook made lots of extra money for
Mhm.
their households,
Mhm.
because they would sell their cakes, they would sell their
Yeah.
dinners. They had a hustle, I call it. That's a hustle. When you
Right,
get more,
exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
attached to what you're doing, and they're coming back and saying, oh, we want more. That's a hustle.
More.
And you want your hobby to turn into a hustle, so that you have
Mhm.
a continuous stream of income coming in. Now, I heard you
Right.
mention about home buying, which would be the
Mhm.
smartest thing now. If you're going to rent for over $2,000, then a house
Mhm.
note would not uh, be in that range, or quite in that range.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get 1,500 to 1,000 for a nice place to stay. So, how does your
Yeah.
company help people who are trying to get in a home, get in a position to buy the home? What position would you take in
Mhm.
that situation?
One of the positions that I would take is to pull all your family together and really get an overall financial plan together. Really find out. I like to work. I say work your home. Find out who has the highest credit score and be able to come together as a family and see how you can attack one goal at a time for each one of your family members so you guys can scale. That's one of the things that I would like to see more often. It really helps a lot of different races get ahead in life is that they like to work together and they really focus on one person at a time and they help each other scale and go to the next level. If you don't know how much money you're bringing in or what your overall household is bringing in, then it's going to be really hard for you to take the necessary steps to purchase a home. So first, I would suggest coming up with a financial plan as far as how much capital, who's all bringing in money in the home. Next, I would suggest taking a look at your credit profile, seeing exactly how you can lower your utilization so you can have the highest score. The higher your credit score is, the lower your utilization is, the more buying power that you have. When it comes to home buying. We have, like I said earlier, we have like such a special program where we, of course, we do a financial review for you in your home. And then, of course, we take a look at your credit profile so you can even understand what installment that is, what revolving that is, what credit history is, what needs to be removed from your credit report, what needs to stay on. And then next is, okay, well, this is where my credit score is. This is how much we're bringing in. I tell people, take a look and find out what you can afford. Just because you have a home or you have opportunities does not mean you should go after that home. You want to make sure that you at least start and step out on faith and at least make sure you get things that you can afford. So if you're saying, hey, this home is $2,500 mortgage, but you know, looking at your overall income in your home, you know that 1,800 will be better, then you should go with 1,800 and only look for properties that are going to be in that range. The good thing about our program is that we help you do all that for you, so you don't have to guess, you don't have to run crazy. You really have a whole financial plan, and we walk you through that whole system until we walk you through the door to your keys to be able to own a home. One other suggestion that I would suggest is purchase land. We have a group, we do a lot of investing. We have a lot of multi-unit and multi-properties. But one of the secret sauces that I would love to share with you guys is do not negate investing in land. You might not have to purchase the home right off, but if you can purchase the land, we just purchased some, like I just purchased land last week for 18,000. I'm able to utilize that land and I'm able to leverage that with the bank to be able to get a loan to be able to build a home on top of that. So a lot of times when people think about investing or they think about purchasing property, they're thinking about a ton of money. It's not just about a ton of money. It's all about strategy and understanding direction of what you want to do. So there are different multiple ways to be able to get going. And I do free consultations. And starting next week, every Wednesday, for free, I'm going to allow people to actually come into the office and we'll do a overall look at what's going on so we can make sure that we help you get your goals accomplished. So that's one great thing that me and my husband will be starting doing next week, every Wednesday between 1 and 3 in Jacksonville, Florida,
Oh,
downtown.
that is awesome that you're bringing that
Yes,
service to us.
yes.
Tell the audience then how they can get in touch with you, where your office
Yeah.
is, and how to make
Mhm.
appointments and so forth.
Yes, you guys, all you have to do is go to www.firstapprovefinancial.com with the number one ST, and you can actually book appointment on the site. If you guys have social media, you can just type in Denise Armstrong in Instagram or First Approved CEO. You can find my page there, or if you type in First Approved Financial on Facebook or Instagram, it's a call to action button there. You can actually book an appointment online, and you can also book a call. It's 904-672-1212 is a direct number to us here at the office. And you can actually call in and book a one-on-one to be able to come into the office 5 days out the week, sometimes 6 days out the week. And we're right downtown Jacksonville off Market Street, right down the street from the courthouse, right also across the street from the DMV that's downtown Jacksonville, Florida. And you
Wow,
can
you're in a
come in
great
anytime.
location. Yeah, that's a great
Yes, we
location.
love it here.
You can use
Hmm.
the bus if you don't have a car, and the
Right.
parking may be a little challenging depending on your appointment, but you want to get to
Hmm.
First Approved Financial because not only
Absolutely.
dealing with getting yourself in position for a home, uh, let's talk about credit. being credit worthy? And can you
Mhm.
help people who have low credit scores improve their credit?
Yes, ma'am. That was one of my first passions because believe it or not, credit opens the door for everything. Credit opens the door for you to create and start your business. Credit opens the door for you to be able to have buying power in your home. And you never know what's happening. You guys see the shift that just happened in the world, just like that. A lot of things happened, a lot of opportunities was there, but because a lot of people didn't have their credit together, they were not able to take advantage of so many funding opportunities that has been available to everyone, especially within the last 2 years. Credit is the key to everything. I tell people all the time, you don't have to have a lot of capital because your personal credit score is your $1 million ticket. You know what I mean? If we can get your credit score up, not even just your credit score, but your credit profile, take take heed to how much that means. You having a great credit score, when things happen, you don't have to worry because you can get qualified. Whether you need a new car, whether you need you to get you a credit card, whether you need to get you a loan, something's happening in family, somebody's sick, accidents happen, unforeseen events happen. And when you have a certain type of credit score and that credit profile looks good, everybody's going to be knocking your door down to be able to help you. So if you don't do anything else, make sure you always watch that credit profile. But we definitely can help you work on your credit. We actually help people. We can work multi-states. We work with a lot of people by phone, or you can actually come in, and we do free analysis on that as well because you can't fix what you don't understand. You know what I mean? So we help you understand installment debt, revolving debt, and credit history so you can know what options you have. A lot of people come into our office and we able to get them qualified right away. They just don't even know that they can actually get approved for it. But not even just qualifications, it's just understanding your buying power and understanding what credit is and being able to read your credit profile. That's one of the things that we're passionate about is that I want to teach you because once I teach you, then you'll be able to teach your family. This wants to be a passed down thing. You never know who's going to need you in the family, and it's a full circle thing. Because as we remember in the first part of the conversation, like family is important to me, and it's one of the number one things that drive families apart. And so, yes, focusing on your credit is important, and we definitely would love to help. And we do strategy sessions on that, so you can understand your credit profile, and we're able to tell you right away if you can get qualified for something, how far you are off from purchasing a home, if you can get a personal loan, if you can get a business loan, your full financial fingerprint is what I call it. We help you build and put together at first approved.
Wow, financial fingerprint.
Fingerprint,
That
yeah.
sounds so important. Yes, I'd like to
Yes, I
speak
like
to you
that.
about my financial fingerprint. That's
Hmm.
great. That's great news. Even if you don't want to buy something, you still want to
Yeah,
be credit worthy, and it's good if you know you
right.
have um, negative things on your credit to work
Mhm.
with a person that does the credit counseling to help you get some of those things off your credit or to
Mhm.
develop a plan for you to pay some of the outstanding balances. Some of the things on your credit you
Right.
can pay just by
Yeah.
sacrificing some of the things that you want. Instead of shopping, you could be paying off some things on your
Right.
credit so that you will be in a
Mhm.
place of credit worthiness. And the blessing part of that is the better your credit is, the less you pay in interest. And I don't know if
Yeah,
people realize that if you're
they
buying
don't.
a
Mhm.
$10,000 car and then you've got to pay 10% interest on it, you're going to pay for that car three
Mhm.
times. But if you're
Yeah.
buying a $10,000 car and you can get a 2.9 or 3, then you're not going to pay
Yeah.
as much and you will be able to pay your car
Mhm.
note and then
Mhm.
add extra to your principal. And a lot of people don't
Right.
know about that. Denise, let's talk
No.
about that. How you can pay off
Mhm.
some of the things that you have on your credit.
Yes, you definitely, I would suggest that you definitely can pay off some of the things on your credit. Not only that, but I realize that a lot of people are falling short because, of course, everyone falls on hard times. But you can actually contact your credit card companies and contact your bank and actually let them know, like, hey, this is going on in my life. I'm in a transition right now. And believe it or not, a lot of credit card companies actually have different programs, and a lot of different bill companies, they have different programs that they're able to allot to you. All you have to do is call. What I want to let people know is that you have at least 30 days to 45 days before they can report something negative on your credit report. Within that 30 days, yeah, if you miss a day, if you miss the date period, let's just say something happens and you miss the date, go ahead and call the bank, or go ahead and call the company right away and let them know, hey, I have some things going on. But I will, if I need a week ahead of time, a week extension, I'll be able to take care of some stuff. Then you don't have to worry about that actually coming on your credit report, because once a negative thing hits your credit report, it is really hard to get removed. And in the day and times that we're going in now, just to be honest with you guys, we're going into AI. It's not personal anymore. It's all computer based. So now they have a scanning everything, and nobody has to talk to you. It's just like an instant no. You don't get to tell your story. You don't get to explain anything. You know what I mean? So right now you want to go ahead and start practicing calling, practicing, writing your bills down so you can know when certain things are due. And you can come up with payment plans with some of these different companies and collection companies. At least you just starting. If you just get started, then you'll see it chipper away. But a lot of times people wait till it's too late or the opportunity comes, and you don't want to wait till the opportunity comes, because we don't know where the world is shifting. So let's prepare now, so when opportunities come later on. We actually had a client come in, and we saved them over $25,000 just by raising their credit score an extra 40 points. They
Wow.
saved over $25,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's big. That's $25,000 that they really wouldn't have had to pay. But just off their credit score being lower, they were charged so much more. So much more. So of course, they end up finding me through one of my realtors partners, and we were able, of course, to raise their credit score, and they were able to, bring back that $25,000, and they were able to save. And then instead of paying 25,000, 25, they end up paying five. And so I'm like, five and 25,000 is a really big
Okay.
difference. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that is how important credit is. Your credit score, you can pay $50,000 or you can pay $20,000. And if it could be just worth $20,000, but you would be charged $50,000 if your credit score and your credit profile is not where it needs to be.
That
Yeah.
is so very true. And then there are people out there who have high interest loans and
Hmm.
payments that you can actually call the company and negotiate your interest rate if you pay on
Yeah.
time. Yeah, you can
Hmm.
negotiate,
Hmm.
especially
Yeah.
if it's over 12 to 14% on a credit
Yeah.
card. You need to work on
Oh,
paying
yeah.
that off and renegotiate your interest rate,
Right.
because a lot of your money, when you make, even if you make $100 payment, only maybe 40 or $45 of that goes to your principal. So if you
Right.
notice, your bill
Yeah.
seems like it's not moving at all unless you're
Hmm.
able to pay $300, $400 or $500 to
Yeah.
pay it down. But it's important that we do that. What do you suggest? I learned that the hard way, that
Yeah.
you can negotiate your
Yeah.
interest rate. And those credit cards,
Yeah.
beware of getting those credit cards from stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, and
Yeah.
Kohl's, people who are quick to give you
Right.
a credit score, because what happens with that, they're giving some of those interest rates. When I start learning about that, were
Yeah. Yeah.
29.9% of whatever you purchase. So you really
Yeah.
don't want to do that unless you have a large repair that's going on, or something you're
Hmm.
reconstructing and you need all of the material. Then that's the only time I would suggest you get one of those
Yeah.
commercial cards. But if you can,
Yeah.
you want to get a card from your bank or your credit union.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I definitely do. One thing that I would suggest is that once you pay that card down and they see that you being in good faith, a lot of times they'll raise those card limits for you guys. So then you
Mm.
put yourself in position to be able to get more capital, or they'll switch and give you a new card, or like I say, they'll drop that rate and you have that negotiating power. You always want to put yourself in position to have the negotiating power and understand what you're getting yourself into. If you're not going to get an asset, be careful with how you're spending money on those credit cards. If you're not creating an asset, be careful. Spending money with nothing coming back in is a very scary place to be in. And I want you guys to make better financial decisions. And if you make better financial decisions, then a lot of issues and anxiety and so many things is happening with a lot of people when it comes to their family and their finances. You'll be in a better position.
That's true. And
Yeah.
we have to look at those things because another thing I want to bring out is people put all of their money in the bank. You need to keep some cash in your house that you do not spend and have a place to put it and put a note on it. Do not spend me. And you need to do it
Right.
every time you see money. Put some money aside for that, because the way the banks are closing, even with FDIC covering the amounts, you don't want to be caught needing to make a purchase or do something and the bank is
Yeah.
closed. You need to have
Right.
finance there, especially for emergencies and things like that. I'm not saying take all your money out of the bank because it's convenient using the debit
Yeah.
card. That's where the system is going. Everything is going to be AI. It's going to be artificial
Yeah.
intelligence. So you
Yeah.
want to be person intelligent and keep some
Right.
money with you and separate your bill money from your personal money. Just give yourself an allowance while you're trying to build your credit, or you're trying to heal defaults in your life. Live on an
Yeah.
allowance. Live on an
Yeah.
allowance. Don't
Sacrifice just a little bit. Yeah, sacrifice a little bit. That's like I said earlier, that's like the biggest thing. It's just taking a step back and say, this is just temporary. And a lot of people, when they have restrictions come on, they're like, oh, this can't be life. I'm not living, I'm not working, this is not be able to spend my money and not be able to do that. You're absolutely right. You're not living to do that. But it is your responsibility to be able to set some time out to sacrifice, because what's happening right now is not going to be your forever. It feels like that right now because it's discipline and you're structuring yourself. But then 6 months later, you don't ever have to feel that again, because now you're stepping into financial freedom. Things are set up and you don't have to be, you know what I mean? You want to be able to utilize your money, but you want to know how to use other people's money. I call that OPM. You want to be in position to be able to do that, so you don't have to keep leveraging and sacrificing your money. So we're going to have to do another show another time to really show you guys and talk about how to invest some of the money that you guys do have and where to find that at in your 401ks. A lot of people have a lot of equipment that they don't even know they can get financing for, asset-based lending. It's so many different lending opportunities that you do have that do have great rates, and you can really put you in position to be able to win and to invest. Okay, so invest.
That's so important, because if you come from the Christian community, they teach you to give your tithe and give an offering, but it don't teach you what to do with that rest of the money that you have as in investing. But investing is a spiritual thing. Jesus demonstrated that when he invested the talents. He was expecting a return. And when he got a return on his investment, he increased the one who had the greatest return. And I was looking at that. I was like, Lord, for years, all we've done was give, and we didn't have anything working in our lives that was going to produce money back to us. So you need to get with a financial advisor, a financial counselor. Invest what you can. You may not be able to put $1,000 in an investment, but there are small investments that you can make in mutual funds and other vehicles. So I encourage you, this April, we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to bring on people who are really strong in business, that knows how to maneuver the finance in times like these, because it's going to take strategy, and it's going to take prayer. It's going to take faith for us to really become solid with the way things are going on around us. Denise, we only have a few minutes. I'm enjoying this.
It's okay. Yes, I love it.
How they can get in contact with you and let them know you do businesses too, right? Not just personal, but
Not just
entrepreneurs
personal.
and businesses.
Entrepreneurs,
So
we do
yeah,
businesses. So
let them know
if you
that.
have an LLC, yeah, if you guys have an LLC, we able to get set your business credit up and get you access to business funding. And if you are looking to start a business, we also create your LLCs. Make sure your business is compliant. A lot of people that aren't able to get the capital because their business is not compliant, and you're cycling out your own money, and you're kind of going crazy because you're ready to scale, but then you feel like you're being successful, but you're not. We have a plan for that. We have a free business success scan that runs 150 data points. Just like AI is taking over, we were prepared for AI. We have the same system that the lenders use to be able to see what they flag. We're able to see what's flagged, and we offer that for you guys for free. And it actually shows you what you can qualify for, whether it's business credit, cards, asset-based lending, a line of credit, all of those things. And if you just haven't started your business yet, we have a virtual business coaching program, you guys. It is the bomb. It helps you create your structure your LLC from the ground up, shows you exactly how to build your business credit. You know, I mean, how you where banks to go to. We actually assist you with all of that. And so I would love to drop that link as well, and she can share that with you guys, and you guys can win. So if you entrepreneur spirit, you know that that's your calling, you want to move in that, or you have family members that want to move in that, and you know that they need to be investing, and you see something in them, connect us together, because with the time that we are now, is the time is now for financial freedom, and it's available. We just have to take the necessary steps to be able to go there. If we take the necessary steps and you guys believe and you sacrifice and you create order, financial freedom is literally right there. It's like one decision away. It's one decision away. You can't move in fear. You can't move in fear and say you're ready for God to be able to bless you, overflow, because He put people in our lives. He put us in positions. And if we can just zone in and we can focus and we connect and we can believe and we can sacrifice, a great reward is coming.
That is great. Now tell them how they can connect with you. Please give them that information.
Yes, you guys, like I said, I'm gonna give you guys one of my direct numbers to need to reach me here at the office. It's at 904-672-1212, 904-672-1212. And you guys can also find me on social media on Instagram using Denise Armstrong, or First Approved CEO with the number 1 ST, approved with ED CEO. And you guys can find me, type in First Approved Financial on Instagram or Facebook with the number 1 ST. You guys can find our business page. You can actually book, inbox me right on the site. And you guys, like I say, can come downtown Jacksonville, Florida. We're right off Market Street. And you guys can come in for a consultation, and we can create something for you guys so you can win.
Awesome. I hope that someone who's joining us today will take advantage of that. You've been thinking about it. You've been wanting to do something different because you feel stuck. Here is a connection that you can make to move yourself from that stuck position. Thank you so much, Denise, for consenting to be on the show. It's a pleasure always talking with you. I love your energy. I love the way God has blessed you with knowledge and ingenuity. And I believe that someone in the audience is going to take advantage of your services. So God bless you and increase your business more and more. I pray that God move you to millionaire status and give you people that believe in what you're doing to not only utilize your service, but to invest in your business. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you so much. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, Doctor. Such a pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us this week. And
thank you, guys.
We're going to be on next week with another guest, and we're going to be talking again all of April about finance, dealing with different areas of finance that will help you improve your bottom line, whether it's your personal income, your business income. We want to help you. So don't miss a show this month, because every month is going to bring you some information that's going to help you improve yourself financially if you take heed to it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Facebook Live, YouTube, and all of the other social media outlets. It will be a blessing to us and a blessing to you. We love to receive your comments. If you want to email us, you can do so at dianeunplugged@gmail.com. Send us your requests, or if you'd like to be on the show, you have a specialty that's beneficial to the community, we want to expose you to that. So just give us an email or give us a comment on one of our social media outlets, and we will respond to you quickly. God bless you, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for Unplugged Live with Dr. Diane Smith-Clark, PhD, helping to bring change and transformation in the mental health space within the church community. Dr. Diane wants to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, guest recommendations, or program topic ideas, visit dianeunplugged.com and click the Contact Us link. Dr. Diane also appreciates your prayers and your financial support. You can give online at dianeunplugged.com and select Donate. If your business or ministry organization is interested in sponsoring this program, you can go to dianeunplugged.com and click the Contact Us link. Unplugged Live is on all the social media platforms. Just search Dr. Diane Smith-Clark, follow, and subscribe. Unplugged Live with Dr. Diane Smith-Clark, PhD. Healthy mind, wealthy life.